There are so many points to be made about this whole trial with Tory Lanez, but I think the biggest one is how black men, how black male celebrities have been responding and how they've been reacting online about Megan, who isn't even on trial. Let's talk about it.
Y'all already know what time it is. I got the black V-neck on.
What's going on, you all? I am a little bit irritated. You can tell by my voice. I'm irritated and I'm actually very sad to see how this conversation about Megan Thee Stallion keeps happening. We keep seeing celebrities like Lil Duval make videos and memes and stuff about Megan Thee Stallion. We also see 50 Cent make jokes and stuff about Megan Thee Stallion. We see Joe Budden make commentary and just say that he doesn't like her. And it's like this ongoing thing, and I want to do just a video about it because we really need to have a conversation about it. I really wanted to talk about it just to document it as well, because I need for folks to remember this moment 10, 20 years from now when these folks are, looked at for something. When we go back and we try to award them or say some, positive things about them, or they just so happen to pass away. I want this video to play because y'all have been very disgusting. It's been very disgusting watching these black men act as if, Megan Thee Stallion has done them wrong. Like they're taking it very personal. And I was thinking to myself yesterday, just like in thought, just looking at all the things, I was like, this is reminding me of the O.J. Simpson trial, but instead of blacks versus whites or whatever, it is gender wars. And I appreciate Kimberly Foster for bringing that to my attention on Twitter. She tweeted about it, and I said, I was literally thinking this and having a conversation with a close friend that this whole thing is seeming like it's coming off like a battle within the black community, and we have a lot of black men, and I'm not going to say a lot of black women. I'm not going to say that, but I will say that there's a significant amount of black women who are very much embedded in not believing Megan Thee Stallion at all. And we know that, black women can unfortunately be subjected and deal with internalized misogyny war with themselves. Like they can deal with their own anti-blackness. They can deal with their own thing. And men are just, any way, shape, or form, are just like, no. Any little thing that we see, any little truth that comes out that might support Megan's story about the whole incident, they don't want to believe it. Like the first conversation was, oh, she stepped on glass. She stepped on glass. It couldn't have happened. Whatever. Like then it was revealed that she was shot. Like there are bullet fragments in her foot. Now you have these same people saying, well, why she didn't say that to the police? Why did she lie from the beginning? And then per Megan's testimony, she says the reason why she didn't come forward in the beginning is because she did not want anything to happen to this black man. We were in a time, I know a lot of y'all don't remember, a lot of y'all don't care, but we was on the height of the Black Lives Matter movement, where we were on the height of the Black Lives Matter movement, and you had a lot of people understanding the unrest and black folks, essentially rebelling against the state and against the country because of all the injustices they have seen and what happened with George Floyd. So Megan Thee Stallion is in this mind frame in 2020 around all of these things that were happening. We were seeing so much violence, so much police brutality. We still see it now, but it's the support behind it is not as strong because of the move to make folks believe that, oh, crime is up and we need to be out here hiring more police. It's a whole nother conversation. I'll talk about that later. But we see that, like we see that happening. There's even been reports of how the conversation about reducing like police budget has went down. A lot of people are not supporting it, and folks are believing that crime is essentially up. And crime, if we want to talk about crime being up, crime is up because poverty is up. We got massive inequalities when it comes to to coins. Like, folks ain't got no money. Folks is broke, so stuff is gonna happen. That happens. So how can we fix that? Pay people fair and decent wages, and we're not seeing that right now. So we have Megan in this mind state, and she even said that on stand. She said, even her testimony, she said that she did not want anything to happen. She didn't also want to snitch. She didn't want to snitch. Like, she didn't want to snitch on Tory. She didn't want to tell the whole story, which I'm kind of like confused, because that was the thing that everybody, all black folks, can agree to, is that you don't snitch, you don't cooperate with police. We see the same thing happening with Young Thug's trial, where like the folks who are out here snitching or whatever, are telling their side of the story and what they did or what they didn't do, are now being reprimanded and being dragged online. We're seeing like Gunna, who took a deal, a plea deal, and folks saying, oh, he snitched, that's what happened, he snitched. There's no reports of him snitching, but just the thought of him, like, folks are ready to dismiss him, like, because you don't snitch. So the folks understand that don't cooperate with police. So Megan Thee Stallion decided not to cooperate with police, and she still lost. You still have folks dragging her. I feel like at this point, these folks have already made their minds. They've already made their minds. No matter what Megan Thee Stallion says, no matter what the jury comes back with, conviction or no conviction, Megan Thee Stallion has lost, and she's not even on trial. Like, and you have these black male celebrities who have big, massive followers. If you want to talk about the misinformation coming from the blogs, you know, misreporting facts and information and stuff, we also have to talk about the continued harassment that Megan is experiencing from celebrities with platforms. Your Joe Buddens, your Lil Duvals, your 50 Cents, your EJ, who was her like stylist at one point, and thank God he's not, literally leaving after giving his report, literally leaving the courthouse after giving his testimony, like posting videos of him getting coverage. Like, it's wrong with y'all? Like, getting coverage, he reposted it, he's posted a video with Law and Order sound on it, as if this is hilarious, if this is funny, if this is a meme. This is someone's life. Megan Thee Stallion had already testified. At this point, she wished she would have died. What does that say when a black woman said, I've done all I could, and at this point, y'all don't care about me enough. The harassment and stuff I'm feeling, I just should have died. And then y'all will take that, and then y'all will sit up here, and when someone dies by suicide, there's a big conversation of what can we do to keep folks from doing this? What can we do? Y'all put people in these situations. Y'all don't make it better. The world is already anti-black. It's already against black folks. Y'all are not making it easier to survive. At the very least, y'all not making it easier to survive. And I hope that Megan is surrounded by love and family and friends and people who truly care about her. Even her talking about her relationship with Partisan, people redirected and people took their information, blogs took their information and made it seem as though Partisan was embarrassed because Megan's sex life was on full display. And no, they're not embarrassed. He's not embarrassed. He feels like he can't protect his girl. Like, he can't, like, there's so much harassment every day she's experiencing. We see it online all the time. I can't imagine. I couldn't imagine, like, the continued harassment from these folks. Like, you got celebrities who are joining in. Like, you had EJ post a video with the SVU music, the Law and Order SVU music in the background. Then you had, like, celebrities under there laughing at it. Black female celebrities under the post laughing and saying, ooh, EJ, you play too much. Ooh, EJ, you silly. Even black female celebrities who I respect and who I follow on social media, like, under the comments, like, just laughing. And even like even female celebrities that themselves have experienced violence. And I have to check myself, because as Deshaun reminded us a month ago, Deshaun Harrison, people who, just because someone experiences violence does not mean that they are an expert on the subject matter. And that's true. Just because a person has experienced violence does not mean that they are an expert on that. That doesn't mean that they always are on the right page when it comes to supporting the victim. They're just not. And people took this stuff as, oh, this is just them playing this and just laughing and stuff, da-da-da-da. But this wasn't it. Like, this wasn't a moment to laugh at. It just looks disgusting. But I would expect, like, at this moment, considering all the things that we have seen and the facts that have come out at this point, like, I thought silly of me that people were like, you know what? Megan was telling the truth. Megan was honest from the beginning, like she was. Now you got folks saying, well, why she lie about having a relationship with Tory? Who is saying that's not even a conversation? Like, that is literally what the defense is using to discredit Megan Thee Stallion. They're trying to muddy up the waters, and y'all are helping them. And y'all don't understand how this is misogyny. Like, this woman's sex life is on trial. Like, what does it matter? Like, it doesn't, like, it's hearsay, to be honest, because it's Tory's team saying it versus what Megan has said it. And none of us, like, y'all want to apply, well, none of us was there, well, none of us know it, what happened. And then, when it comes to that, like, it's not the same, what's the name? It's not the same. So it seems like y'all are picking and choosing when y'all want to believe and when y'all don't want to believe. And I know y'all are doing it because I know how misogyny works. I know how it works. I know how anti-blackness works. So I know these things are changing your viewpoints of how you see the victim. And I will give you an example, and just being completely honest, when the trials happened of past, long time ago, of police brutality, me and my strong anti-blackness at the time, and I'm very happy and thankful that I am out of this. This was around the time I was in the military. I didn't really feel sorry for the victims of crimes. I didn't feel sorry for them because I was like, y'all deserve it. Y'all deserve it. You shouldn't be doing this and that. You shouldn't have been so ghetto. You shouldn't have been in that. And that was in me internally. And it had me seeing these victims as like the perpetrators. And that's what the world does. That's what the world makes us see. And for some of us, we are just refusing to wipe that shit off our eyes, and we're okay with this happening. We're okay with seeing Megan as the perpetrator or putting her sex life on full display or whatever when it isn't needed. Like this, it isn't needed. It's just like, girl, y'all are persuaded and y'all are jaded by anti-blackness, by misogyny. Like, it's really bad. It's really bad, and it's disgusting seeing these celebrities, these male celebrities who are making it their business to be ignorant about this. Like, they're making their business, but anytime a black male rapper dies, we almost have to just stop living for a moment to recognize that a black man has died and the world is harsh to them. But if you understood sexism at the very least, you understand that women are, especially black women, if black women are out, if women are experiencing misogyny, if black women experience racism, girl, combine the two, they're dealing with both. Like, there's literally whole books written about this stuff. There's whole terms for these things, and yet y'all don't. Y'all are so interested in reading everything else to support your stuff instead of stuff that might make you think outside of the box. And y'all are comfortable being in this box, to be honest. It might as well be a prison for y'all mind at this point. It's sick as hell. Like, they're reading, like, not even articles, no website, just Say Cheese is posting a picture crafted together with their logo on it. Oh, this happened today. Megan's team versus Tory. I'm just like, girl, Megan doesn't even have a team. What are you talking about? because the misogyny is so strong that you see that as the truth. You don't even recognize reading not even an article, but just a picture with a sentence saying Megan's team versus Tory team. You can't even see that that's not how it works. It is the people of California versus Daystar Peterson. But y'all can't see that. And them folks are okay with putting that out there. Like these black blogs and stuff have failed us, and I know this conversation specific, I'm doing 2 different videos because I want to address the men, and I also want to address the blogs. But it's the same shit, to be honest. Even with, they call him a sexy, unsexy honey bun or something, I can't think of his name. I can't, it's not academics. Posting stuff like, it's not factual. Then you have Say Cheese blog posting stuff and talking to Tory Lanez team, say, oh, we have to clarify. No, you went with information that was not truthful because you were so ready to report negative things about Megan Thee Stallion when she's not on trial. It's sick and disgusting. Like, it's sad. I feel like it's tiring as it is for us. As tiring as it is for us seeing it, I really truly appreciate the folks who are saying, no, I'm not going to stand for this. I'm going to talk about this online. I'm going to tweet about it. I'm going to defend Megan Thee Stallion. I'm blue in the face like one of my girls, Bella Goff. I appreciate you. I appreciate you combating the negativity, combating these folks with the truth, because it matters. It matters. Even though these folks are not out here trying to believe or understand it, it matters because it combats them, and folks can see it and be like, you know what? It seems like, you know, there is some truth coming from this side or something. Like, people who want to do better will see that. And people who are committed to being anti-black and misogynist, they will do that. But at least if we have to. It's imperative for us to combat these folks because they just can't take over like this. They just can't. But I'm just very disgusted in the black men who are just supposed to be supporting black women, supporting them and uplifting them, and y'all are just not committed. Y'all are committed to doing full-fledged harm 100%, and it's really sick, to be honest. I don't even know where we go from here, to be honest. I'm not even sure where we go from this, because I can't look at y'all the same. And then these men, like your Lil Duval, your 50 Cent academics, are not losing anything, because we're in the world right now where people like, what's his name? The man who died from eating a Sprite and taking some honey. I can't think of his name. Kevin Samuels. We live in a world where it's a bunch of Kevin Samuels folks and who think that black women are the problem. Literally had to block a guy who, in our first conversation, said that, oh, black women are responsible for the emasculation of black men. I said, oh, girl, not today. Like, y'all are sick. And he was queer. Yeah. But tell me what your thoughts are. How do y'all feel, especially for my black women who, I can only imagine, girl. Because if I'm seeing it, I can only imagine how y'all feel dating these men. Ooh, I can only imagine. The dating pool has piss in it. Like, tell me about your experiences. Let me know in the comments. This is a safe space, and we'll talk. Period.